Hey, this is Holy Word Yancey again, and I'm continuing off of the last video. Brothers who feel like they're beat down, who feel like they're not getting the respect that they deserve or the recognition that they deserve. I just want to encourage you because personally, sharing from my experience as being a black man, I know plenty of good brothers out there that love their children. And even though things didn't work out with the mother of their children, they still continue to love and do for their children. Yet they endure cheap shots like your child support's not nothing. Or you have obligations at work. Whereas maybe though you can't get your kids on the weekend or even able to have them for a week. I encountered plenty of problems like that. Working on the weekends and can't get my kids or can't have my kids during the week because I'm by myself and I work third shift and you can't have young kids in the house by themselves. So, brothers, I understand. And the video I made was for you so you guys can keep your head up. Again, I'm not bashing. I know the struggle of single mothers, and it hurts me. It really does because I know women who don't really want nothing from the dude but to be a father to their son, to their daughter. I know women out there that cry to God, please let this man be a father to our kids. And I understand your plight and I feel for you. And I'm angry at guys that don't take fatherhood seriously. I really can't stand guys that don't do for their kids. You know what I mean? It makes me angry. And it makes me angry because it reminds me of some of the things that I went through with my father. You know, my father wasn't really, I don't know, he had his struggles with alcohol, He really wasn't somebody you really wanted to be around. But anyway, like I said, sisters, I understand your plight. Some of y'all are truly, truly, truly doing things by yourself. And this video isn't for you. You know what I mean? The things I was talking about don't apply to you. They really don't. But there are women out here that's going around talking all this single mother stuff. They do everything by themselves when indeed they don't. I know one woman in particular who bashed her baby dad. Talked about this guy like he was nothing. But yet, she lived off his child support. Between the food stamps, Section 8, and his child support, she was living mighty nice. But yet, didn't give this guy no respect. And it was wrong. And there's plenty of stories out there where a guy is being bashed. He's being told that his support is not enough, even though the state sets out the amount that you pay when they look at both your pay stubs. And that's not right. There There's guys that may live some distance from their kids, and they call their kids and they pay child support and may not be able to see them as they like because of restrictions due to the distance. And guys like this are being bashed, and it's not right. And brothers, I just want to encourage you to keep on keeping on and pray. Cry out to God. It works. I mean, I had my situations, man. Like I shared in the first video, I encountered some rough times, Never been in trouble with the law in my life. And when I got in trouble with the law, there's been some bumps these past couple years, whereas though I wasn't really able to find steady work. I had to pimp myself to the temp service and get paid pennies. But most of what I got went to my kids. And it's not just about the support, like I said. When my kids are in my care, money comes out of my pocket. Like, I have my own set of clothes and underclothes for my kids. My kids want video games and toys, money out my pocket. I gotta buy food from the market, or they want to order pizza or something, money out of my pocket. There's transportation, and there's been all sorts of transportation, whether car for gas, whether I took the bus and the train, whether I drive down and pay tolls going down from MD to PA or whatever, it's money out of my pocket. And of course, like I said, I love my kids, and I do it big for birthdays and Christmas, money out of my pocket. And I express all that to express this. Brothers, keep on doing what you're doing. Keep on loving them kids. I know it hurts. Those cheap shots hurt because they're attacking our manhood. And that's one thing brothers really don't do to women. We really don't attack y'all manhood. Y'all womanhood, I'm sorry. We really don't attack a woman's womanhood. We don't go hard and tell her that she's a bad mom, that their nurturing skills aren't right, it needs to be worked on. We don't do things like that. But brothers, we get bashed on our manhood, and it hurts. And I just want to let y'all know that y'all got to keep your head up and keep on going. And something that we need to learn from our women, we need to be able to uplift each other and motivate each other. That's something that brothers need to do. But back to the ladies, like I said, those of you that are truly single mothers and are truly doing things by yourselves, I take my hat off to you. I applaud you. Black women, you are the backbones of our families. And as a black man, I have no problem admitting that. Because being a man, I may be king of the house, but it's her domain. Like Luther said, a house is a house, but a woman turns that house into a home. Women, you are valuable. And a lot of where we are as a people has to do with how society, our dysfunctional culture over here in America, have us pitted against each other. And it's pathetic and it's sickening, and we need to wake up. A lot of sisters are the way they are because, quite frankly, the brothers aren't doing right by them. And I really hate how the music objectifies our beautiful black women. I really do. And brothers, we got to wake up. We got to do right by our women and our children. We really do. And women, regardless of what's going on in the dysfunction of our culture here, know that brothers love you. Brothers love you. You may have to start choosing wiser when it comes to selecting a brother. But there's good brothers out here. There really are. Anyway, like I was saying, black people, we need to wake up. We really do. We really need to wake up. Again, I'm not bashing my sisters. I love my black women. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I'm not looking for no likes. I'm not trying to impress nobody. I'm just keeping it real. I love my black women. I wouldn't betray y'all for nothing. But like I'm saying, I'm not bashing. Just sharing that flip side of the coin. Because some things aren't right. You know, like I express, I understand the struggle of a single mom. You know, from witnessing my dad not working for years. My mom doing everything by herself. Thank God that God sent her a good man, my stepfather, who became my real father. I dated women. I've been around women who were abandoned by guys who didn't love them, just impregnated them and left. Guys that don't even want to claim their children. Guys that want to be out in the street rather than be fathers. Guys who just wanted to sleep with them and really thought nothing of them. And could care less about the child or them, you know. I understand. Sisters, I understand the different scenarios and the hurt and pain you feel. Those things are valid. Those things are valid. You got a right to be angry. You got the right to be upset. All I'm saying is, like I understand that, try to understand that there's some good brothers out here. They may not be the richest, but most of what they got goes to their kids. You know? They may have some restrictions on them. You know, work schedules may prevent them from spending the time with their kids like they like. But indeed, they are reaching out to the kids on the phone and spending time with them when they can. Or some are really making it a priority to spend time with your kids and spend a lot of time with them. Don't knock these brothers, you know what I mean? Don't knock these brothers. It's okay for some of y'all to admit, you know what I mean? Y'all can be like Monique. I understand what you're going through, and I sympathize, but you know what? Even though I'm not with my kid's father, I gotta admit that Kevin does love his kids, and that Kevin does do for his kids, and we're not perfect, and things aren't perfect, but we are okay, you know? And again, I like to take the time out to give props to my ex, the mother of my children, because she's a damn good mother. Things with us ended terribly. But regardless of that, she's a good mother. And 9 times out of 10, things are okay. But when something does happen, it usually is rough. But all in all, I take my hat off to her. All in all, I respect her. You know, we have arguments, and I always come back apologize. There's been times where she got rough with me and snapped on me, and times she came back to apologize, you know. I make sure the kids get her something for Father's Day, you know. She makes sure the kids get me something for Father's Day. I tell her Happy Mother's Day. She tell me Happy Father's Day. Things ain't perfect. but they're good. They're fair. They're fair, especially for how things ended. I never thought I'd be at this place, and I can only praise God for that. Had no problem seeing my kids. You know what I mean? Wish we could communicate a little bit more, but you know, we pass messages to our children. And for important things like graduations and stuff like that, we came together peacefully. And I'll just continue that God will just continue to keep blessing our relationship and be with us as we co-parent our children. But that's it. I just wanted to add a little something to the video. Take care. God bless.